back here with Second Take. They brought me on because my team's ranked number 1 in the college football rankings. We talked about they've talked about a lot of things, but I think today we're talking about the eventual L that's coming Georgia's way. We don't know when it is coming. It could be this week. It could be next week, but it is going to happen. You're either losing to Missouri, Ole Miss, or Tennessee. Is happening.
All of them or one of them?
At
It
least
could be
one
all
of
of
them.
them.
At least
No.
one. It could be all of them.
It could be all of them.
It's not
I mean,
no, it's not going to be all of them.
I think at least
We're
one of
beating
those.
Missouri.
Or in
We're beating
Atlanta.
Missouri for sure.
You think you'll lose one of them?
Yeah, I think we'll lose one of them.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Come on, you have no confidence. You have no
If
confidence.
it's in your
What?
mindset, bro, then you're definitely losing. Bro. Yeah,
No,
it's over.
no, we're
You're
not.
losing two.
I think we
Missouri and Ole Miss.
No, either one of the two.
Y'all could lose all of them.
Missouri.
You
We're
technically
gonna-
could lose all of them.
We're not going to lose all of them.
They're all
We
good
We might
teams.
lose to
We
Ole
don't
Miss.
play anybody until Michigan.
Yeah.
We play Rutgers. Who else we play? Minnesota, I think, is one of them. We play somebody else.
Y'all
That's
got
not
a
even
Georgia schedule.
Mid-
Straight scrubs.
Yeah, but we already have
Georgia's
two.
schedule is straight scrubs.
That's what
Then
I
we
said.
have like one of the toughest like strength of schedules this year, but that's only because I think Georgia was supposed to play Oklahoma this year.
They were.
Yeah.
So obviously that got cut due to like the SEC stuff, so that hurt their schedule. But like we just happened to play Notre Dame, and then Penn State is Penn State, I guess.
But Notre Dame's looking worse and worse.
Yeah.
Not really.
I mean, they're not
I mean,
bad,
they're
but just like
steady.
I
Yeah.
mean, that was a close Duke win.
Duke's not
I don't
bad.
understand.
I don't know
Like,
why you
Duke
think
is-
Duke's bad.
This is
Duke
the part
is good.
that's crazy to me, and like this is why I get upset at Ohio State fans. Like all of a sudden, just winning a game is not good enough. Like because like you got to think about it. The rankings do not matter because if you don't win out, you're not going to win the national title, and if you don't win the national title, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So like, why do we even compare? Like, oh, we only won by 22, and we're supposed to win by 40. Who cares? You won. Like,
Yeah.
all that matters is do you make it to the playoff and do you win those playoff games? That's it.
Yeah. The initial rankings don't even matter.
No,
like
that's why. No.
Like y'all remember the first ranking? It was like Auburn 1, Mississippi State 2, Ole Miss was like 3, and there was some other team.
Oh, like after the first week
Yeah.
of SEC play. Yeah, Auburn was first after
Yeah.
the first or
Well,
second
and
week.
the other thing too is like I used to say, well, rank like the 1 through 4 doesn't really matter, but it kind of does in a sense. Because like if you look at last year, Ohio State had to go play Georgia, who obviously like nobody competed with Georgia last year except for Ohio State. Actually, Missouri almost beat y'all last
Missouri
year,
did compete.
and then they folded.
Close finish.
They
That
folded. They
was a
folded.
bad
They had
game.
a
That was a bad game.
Yeah,
for
that's
us.
when they came back and won that game. I was like, oh, they got a chance to repeat. But like TCU, you look at if Ohio State makes that field goal or just doesn't give up 14 points in the fourth quarter and wins, then we go play TCU and we probably have a national championship, and then everything is everything. But the 1 through 4 is going to be very interesting to see how it plays out because at the end of the day, like we still have to play Michigan. The Big Ten championship game is going to be versus a nobody Iowa. Sorry, Ella. But then we like the SEC, like Georgia's going to win the rest of their games probably, except for this week, and probably next week and the week after. But then they got to go play probably Bama.
Bama's been
Beat Bama.
turning
Bama's
it
been
on.
playing
Beat
good.
Bama.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they got a playoff game before a playoff game. So like if they don't
Yeah.
beat Bama, then they're going to be like, oh, they don't play anybody, yada yada yada,
Yeah.
and then they're not going to make it. So because
Do you think they won't make it with one loss?
I don't know. It depends how Tennessee and Ole Miss finish. Because I think they have like Georgia play. What is Missouri 14?
Yes.
So they got to play Missouri, who's 14. I know Tennessee's top 20, and I know Ole Miss is 11.
Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Ole
they're
Miss.
up there.
Yeah.
If you look at it like one of the teams is going to lose, Ole Miss will probably jump up to top 10. So if they beat Ole Miss, that's a top 10 win. They're going to have to beat Bama, who's going to be top 10. So like, they're going to have a couple top. Tennessee will be top 15 probably by the time they play them. So they're going to have a couple of big games. They don't play Georgia Tech this year.
Do they
It's
really?
over?
Do you
No,
know, actually?
yeah, I think we do.
Oh,
I think so.
Like, I don't know though.
How many games?
I have to look. I'm like Adrian right now.
yeah,
No,
that's
bro.
tough. Tough category to be in. But hey, Adrian, bro, we miss you while we're recording this. You're not in class today. But
And every day
and
we
every
film
other
second
day.
take.
So what else y'all got this week?
We got the Alabama LSU game. It's a revenge game from last year. It's at Bryant-Denny this year, though. It's number 8 versus number 13,
I got Bama.
Bama.
I'm taking Bama.
LSU's kind of like slowly sticking around, I guess. Watch LSU come. Bama has to win this game. Like if they want anything or to do with the playoff, like they have to win this game.
Even the SEC championship.
Yeah.
Like if they don't win this, it's not guaranteed.
What's Texas ranked?
2, 3, 5.
So they're still top 5.
No,
I
6.
thought they were 6.
They may be 6.
Did they lose a game?
Oklahoma.
Oh,
No, they're
No.
did they drop?
7, I think.
Oh, they've lost.
Either
two.
way, they're still top 10. So
Yeah.
Bama's loss doesn't really look that bad.
No.
So they could still possibly get in.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how. I think if Georgia takes 1 or 2, like if Georgia loses the game, they'll still make the SEC championship. But then if they lose that one, then obviously like it's a 2-loss. Like they're going to be
Right.
out. But what's crazy is next year they'd be in probably because next year goes to
12.
The 12 team. I'm
and they're
excited
at
for
home.
the 12
That's
team.
going to be awesome. That's going to be electric at home. It'll be like NFL playoff, but obviously, I think college football has a better atmosphere than NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Air Force, they might sneak in there.
Air
Undefeated
Force
right
is
now.
not sneaking in there.
Air Force?
I don't think.
You think they'd get the 12 seed next year?
I
They
think.
might, and then
Well,
they'd
they
go
would-
play Georgia or Ohio State and lose
Yeah.
by 40.
Yeah.
Like or Bama and lose by 4. They're just different. The cadet boys are not.
No,
It's just different.
they're
It's
disciplined, but they're not. They don't have the athletes to compete.
Nah.
not. Well, they may like at the first string level, but like that's the thing with Ohio State, Bama, Georgia, like
The depth.
when the first string comes out, here comes another group of 5-star. Like they're just you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like they may not be as mature or whatever, but like they're still really really good. They were the best player on their high school team by far.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but what else y'all covering this week? Y'all covering
We have USC
In Washington.
Washington coming up big over
Washington.
USC hype.
Big,
I'm going to come out and
Washington
say
by like 21.
I think so. Something like that.
21 is a little crazy,
21
but
might be a
I
little
will
steep.
say because I think they compete
Take the
because
under.
of Caleb Williams. But I'm going to say this right now: I don't think Caleb Williams will go number 1 in the draft.
I don't either, especially the way that USC is folded this year.
Any big game he plays, he folds.
Well, this is a big game. Like
That's true.
he-
So
I
I
don't-
guess would it be a good like
Right, like,
another? 'Cause-
you said they'll stick in it because of him, but he doesn't perform in big
Yeah, he's-
games.
yeah, and
Not
they'll
really
probably say, well,
hard
his
to
team's
perform.
not great or whatever. But
He
like,
has some of
lost
the
to
best
Utah
athletes.
Twice. Yeah,
3 times
3 times
in a row. Regular season last year, Pac-12,
Oh yeah,
and then this
Oh,
year.
Yeah.
there you go. So, yeah, I got Washington. And what's the other game?
That was the games.
That was all 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are
Yep.
y'all doing any NBA talk?
Nah,
No.
missing Adrian. We
are missing
usually talk
Adrian.
about LeBron. And,
Well, I think they played the Clippers last night.
Yeah.
no? Yeah. So I think
That
they-
was their first win in
like
11.
1,000 days.
Yeah.
over the Clippers, which is crazy because when I was growing up, they were
The Clippers were bad.
bad, and that was also like the Kobe Shaq days, so they were just waxing.
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
But what else y'all boys got for this episode?
Bro, have y'all been
Michigan.
watching Wembanyama?
Yeah, he's like a cheat code.
He's like a dog, bro.
He is. He is.
Yeah.
I watched his first game against Dallas. Man, he
That
was
was-
just something.
Bro, I
Luka,
seen his like
speaking of Dallas, didn't Luka break Steph's record
Yeah.
for the most points
Mhm.
in the first
Yeah.
like
That
whatever
was
games?
6
that was a big
games
game.
or
I was
something.
watching that game. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luka's crazy. I
And
still
they're
don't see like
5-0.
how he's so good.
Bro, he's like
he gets
He's
to
like
his
slow.
he gets to his shot. He's
But
like
he just
Jokic.
he just hits his shots.
Or like Tim Duncan, like, he just gets to a spot and hits a shot. Like that's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
way to do it. And that's why like LeBron has been able to play so long. And people hate on LeBron, but like he gets to his spot and he hits his shot. He's still doesn't matter how old he is. He's still 6'8", 245.
And he's
Like,
still
But with LeBron, like,
athletic.
still that guy.
yeah.
he can make any spot his shot.
He
like,
plays 1 through 5. Yeah.
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 Like, it
That's
doesn't
the-
matter where on the court. Like, it's going to go in at some point, you know?
That's the kind of crazy part.
Will, aren't you a LeBron hater?
Oh, yeah, I
There's
hate
a lot,
LeBron.
There's a lot of praise.
That's a lot of
talk
praise
over
for
you.
the.
I mean, you got to respect him still. He's the second best player all
Second.
time.
Who's first best?
Michael Jordan.
Get out
Okay,
of here.
I agree.
You haven't seen a single Michael Jordan
But
game.
why do you think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron?
He's just a dog.
So
And
is
LeBron is not.
So
I
is
don't think
LeBron.
so.
You don't
What?
think he's a
Michael
dog?
Jordan. I mean, he's a good player, but he didn't have that
Second best player.
cutthroat.
Well, yes, I
want
think
to
that they're
win.
both dogs.
What do you mean? Doesn't he hold the most he holds the most fourth quarter points ever scored, and he also holds the most what's it called, clutch time points
This
over
isn't
Jordan?
scoring title,
But this
too.
one isn't about
Yeah, that's
facts. It's about opinions.
He's got the scoring title
Oh,
too.
okay. He does have scoring title. He has
Like-
every title.
According to stats, LeBron's a better player.
Correct.
But stats don't always
You're
make
just
the
saying
player.
you just like Michael Jordan better. You don't really
Oh,
have anything
yeah.
to back that argument up.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make
No
sure it's not
argument.
factual.
No. It's like purely opinion based.
Okay, well, I mean, good for you, I guess, but
I mean, thank you.
not
Real
our
quick
goat.
question: what was your favorite game that Michael Jordan played in?
Game
Ben.
6 against the Jazz.
Oh, what happened?
He hit a game-winning
How
shot.
many points did he
On
score
who?
that game?
25.
Did he really? You don't know. Fun fact, I was at the game. So last year, the attendance record was broken in the NBA, and the last time it was set was when Michael Jordan came and played the Hawks in '96, and I was at that game with my dad.
The what record?
The attendance record, like most people to go to an NBA game.
Oh, okay.
The last
Attendance.
one was the Hawks game. First when Jordan came into town, and I very vividly remember him. He got a breakaway and flushed it. I very vividly remember that. I remember, yeah. That's a long time ago. 96.
Oh my goodness.
We
Yeah,
still had hair.
1996. I probably didn't. I was young.
Oh,
So, anything else y'all want to talk about?
The Michigan scandal. I mean, I still think that's pretty prevalent. I
Do you
heard
think they're gonna come out with some?
other commissioners were getting upset, like
They did a poll, which they say, so only certain people take polls, but 94% of college coaches say that he should be punished.
yeah.
I feel like he should.
he probably. Yeah,
It's
he
like the
should.
ultimate cheating scandal. That's why there's a couple Michigan people that are, here at Hillgrove, and they're saying it's all Ohio State people, but like it's not.
It's not.
It's more than
All
that,
of
and
college football.
yes, it's like in baseball, right? If you're at second and you can get a sign, then of course you're going to steal it. Like,
Well, I mean,
that's-
it's like
Yeah,
the
but it's like the
Astros.
Astros thing. Yeah,
it's,
that's
you're
why everybody
taking
got
it
so mad
too
at them.
far. Yes,
It wasn't
using
just
technology.
the Dodgers.
yes.
It
Where
wasn't.
It's outside of the game.
Right.
Dude, the whole story of him at Central Michigan with like the glasses. Have y'all seen that?
Mm-mm.
So he was apparently like there's like a lookalike. Either it was him or a lookalike that was at the Central Michigan game and had like the glasses with the camera and like the light is on as he's like recording Michigan State signs before. And then like a video came out of him next to the Michigan State or next to the Michigan D coordinator at the Michigan State game last year, and he's like telling them like when they're bringing like edge pressure and like when they're doing like certain things.
That's crazy.
So I don't know how much of it is conspiracy and how much of it is like legit or how this whole thing even started, but I don't know. It's just too far. Like, of course, you're gonna try to get an advantage wherever you can, and like if you can pick up another team's signals like on Fridays or code words or whatever, then you can use that to your advantage. But like videotaping it and using the technology component, I think that's what's taking it. Like
That's
way
what's
too
illegal.
far.
Like,
Yeah.
because you can go to any game and look at them, but I
Yeah.
think it's the
like the
videotaping.
The Belichick getting
Yeah.
like videoing practices of like
Yeah.
other teams and stuff.
Well, and that's what's like. There's a reason. Like, even if you look at like high school film that you send to other teams, like you may not send like the film that you all watch is not always the film we send. Certain schools will have a different camera that films games that they send off, and it could be in lower quality or resolution, so you can't like zoom in and see numbers, or you can't see certain signals, or it's like set to a certain way that does not give them any advantage at all.
So you decide what you send off.
Yeah, like
But
some
you don't-
teams,
you
some
don't get
teams
this
will
stuff.
spray like I hate to say this, but like in South Georgia, there was teams that would like spray the outside of the camera lens with like water to make it look like it had been raining and it was like blurry, but like it was sunny that day.
That's a pretty good idea. Actually.
So like you have to make a trade with the other team to get
Well,
the
so
film.
when I was in high school, like the coaches would have to go and like literally like hand off tape, like a legitimate
Oh,
tape.
yeah.
And then it went to huddle. So like
Back
my
in
junior,
Stone Age?
senior, Stone Age. Back in my junior, senior year, it was huddle. So now you just like, you can send it on huddle. It's like if you were going to get McEachern's film, they would, like you send them a request and then they have to send you a request. And once you both accept it, then it gives it. So it's not going to send like Hillgrove film and not McEachern film. You both have to accept it. It has to be uploaded at the same time
Okay.
because they don't want to cheat.
Right.
Michigan, apparently, they're just doing whatever they want to do.
They're not
It's
waiting
not
for the
shocking from those
request.
people up there. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense of why they beat us the last 2 years. I was starting to wonder what's going on.
It was a little
A
questionable,
little questionable.
Sketchy.
especially after Jim Harbaugh hadn't won since the iPhone came out.
That
Beat
is
Ohio
insane.
State.
That is
Like,
crazy.
That is insane.
And then he beats them 2 years in a row. That
Yeah, I was real happy that they re-signed him. I was like, why would they do that? Now it makes a whole lot of sense.
yeah.
You think he'll get fired?
I think so. If it's as bad as like if everything that's come out is true, I do think they'll get fired. Not only do I think he's going to get fired, I think there's going to be a bowl ban. I think there's going to be
Yeah.
a scholarship cut.
Yeah.
Like,
You
it's
don't,
gonna
do you think it'll be like the death penalty with SMU?
It could, if it is as bad as what they say it is, there, I don't think they'll rule out the death. Well, I don't know though, because that's where money and everything gets weird. 'Cause
Right.
Michigan is a big time, like SMU, like it was SMU. Like, no
Right.
offense, but it's not a huge premier program like
Yeah.
Michigan. Like Michigan makes a lot of money,
Mhm.
and it's a historic pro. It'd be like Notre Dame or Ohio State. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
someone that's been there since the 1800s.
Like one of the blue bloods.
Yeah, like it's just it's insane this is even happening at this like level at that stage. I guess is a way to put it.
Yeah.
Get them out of there. Pack them up. I don't want to see Michigan ever again. Especially last year, they almost, if they would have beat TCU, then they would have beat us.
They would have
Had-
given
Yeah,
y'all
'cause
a
they had
better
y'all
run.
signed.
They had everything, bro.
Because they were at the Ohio State Georgia
I
game.
hold a deep grudge with Michigan now.
Hey, welcome. We'll get you some gear, bro.
All right.
Because after y'all take a loss this week, you're gonna want to come onto the bandwagon,
Lost to
man.
Missouri.
Okay.
Y'all have a
Bro.
chance to lose
We'll
4
see
games.
you on Monday
No,
with the
no.
game day guesses. I'm
We're not.
picking
Chance to
Missouri.
lose
Chance to lose
4 games?
Yes.
Almost
No.
lose out?
We're
That's
not
crazy.
losing out.
The
We're
3 and
losing
the
out.
rest of your schedule, and then somehow you make it to the SEC championship.
So
You're
you
losing
think
to
we're gonna
Bama.
lose to Missouri,
Yeah.
Ole Miss. Who else? Tennessee?
I think
And
Tennessee and Ole Miss
And
got
Bama.
you.
No.
I don't know about Missouri.
No. Look at this hater over here.
Hey, Tech had 2 big wins this year, man. Don't sleep
Yeah.
on Tech.
Tech wins on every even week,
Bro.
and they play
Every
Georgia on an even week.
And if they're number 17,
Yo.
I'm taking Tech.
Tech?
I don't care if my game day guesses go down the drain. I'm picking against Georgia every week, bro.
Oh, and then I'll take your spot, or am I already above you? I think I'm
Probably already above me, man.
you're still
I
below
had
me
a-
though.
Bro, Will, you're cheating. with
Yeah, you're
Ella.
cheating with
You're-
Ella.
You and Ella
cheating
cheat.
with
Y'all
Ella.
are 1 and 2.
Like
And
what?
Yeah, which is why Iowa
We're gonna have to
lost the
launch.
way
We're
they
launching an
did.
investigation into this.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
Michigan stuff's going on between him and Ella.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just not that great at math.
Scandalous.
Yeah, exactly. So, is that it?
I think believe so.
All right. So y'all doing like outro or something?
Well, normally,
Do it, Will.
Jason, take it.
All right, man. This was second take. We're gonna catch y'all on Tuesday whenever we post our video because Howells over here has
No,
been
bro.
losing
All
all
right.
of our videos.
No. We're going to
Losing
catch
all
y'all
of
whenever
our
they get these
videos.
videos done and edited because we're having to reshoot this video because
Sounds like operator error.
Jason.
How?
No, I went to go post a video and it wasn't there.
Okay, but last week,
Hit me with the Houdini patch.
last week
Wasn't even
we
there.
lost the video. That one was your fault.
Last week was probably my fault, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely your fault.
This week's Jason, though. So we'll catch you on the next week's episode. Appreciate it.